I'll kill myself.
God, don't be so melodramatic.
I mean it.
Hello, hello, hello again. I think it's fine. I think the air is on, but it's fine. It should be fine. Welcome back. Yes, we're back so soon. Sorry for the broad shoulders. We've been working out. But anyways, that's not why you're here. New hairstyle. I had this the last video. I'm starting my lock journey. I don't know if you could tell in my previous video essays that I was wearing my natural hair. I didn't decide I was going to do locks until February. I've always wanted to try locks. I never actually tried them though. I wanted to try them like middle school. I was just like, my mom's not gonna let me grow my hair out. That was just like, yeah. So now we're finally like, we're an adult, so we can do what we want, and we're finally trying out locks. So this is my February, right? February, March, April. This is my 4th month of my locks. I'm gonna go get a retwist this month, actually, whenever I feel like paying for it. My retwist isn't much, but whenever I feel like paying money for it, I'm gonna go get my retwist. And I just gave you a whole tangent about what the video was not about. So let's get into why we're really here. I'm trying not to lift my arms because I didn't shave. Please. I'm human. I just got off work. It's Friday. It's video weekend. Yay. Let's all hooray, hurrah. Cool. So let's get into this gig. Today's video is about Invincible. Yep, long time. Is it really a long time? I think, yeah, long time coming. I finished both season 1 and 2. I heard there's a season 3. I don't know if it's out or if it's currently being worked on. We don't know too much about that. But we do know whenever the news is out, we will be tuning in, because period. I love this cartoon. This is one of like, because I don't really watch cartoons. I haven't really watched cartoons since I was a kid. It's not like a forever ages ago, but I haven't really watched cartoons. Well, that's a lie. The last cartoon that I tuned into was MTV's Downtown. But yeah. So also there's a pet in the back, so don't mind the noise if you hear that, don't mind that. Sorry. Disclaimers. I didn't read the comics. I don't know anything about that. I'm here though for the show because I've been hearing my Twitter about it. I've been hearing about this show since it came out. I just never got into it because I have a hard time tuning into TV. Sorry, I have a life. I have a hard time watching TV or like tuning into it, and when I do tune into it, it takes me a minute to watch it really because I do other stuff, or my attention span is mainly off unless I like really enjoy the show. This one I really enjoyed it, so I watched it, I would say less in a week. Both seasons in a week. I finished the first season in like 2 or 3 days. Both seasons in a week. Really good television. That should let you know that you should watch it, period. So yeah, those are my disclaimers, I guess. Kind of, sorta. I didn't read the comics. I'm not going to. I'm just here for the TV show because it was a lot of fun. Cool beats. Also, another thing. Socials. Hi, if you're new. Renee. Hi. Go follow my socials here. Twitter and Instagram. Don't really have TikTok anymore. I deleted that a couple of months back. So yeah, go have fun, peruse, like, comment on there if you want, I guess. And let's get into this gig. So Invincible, 2 seasons down. Wow, you guys. Wow. Elite cartoon. Really gory if you haven't seen it. Also, another disclaimer, I'm going to be spoiling as much as I know. Sorry if you haven't watched the show. Maybe you should go watch it first and then come back and we can chit chat. But very gory. I'm not particularly, I'd say I'm not into gory things, but most of the content I consume is kind of gory. Like I watch Supernatural, that's gory. What else? Not really. Oh, I like a lot of horror movies, a lot of horror and thriller movies. That's, so yeah, you can, kind of put two and two together. So, enough about hoopla. Let's get into today's game. We're going to talk about the characters and overall the main show, my thoughts on all of that. You already know how we get down. Video upcoming. I'm probably going to record 2 videos today. I may do that. Depends on how good I am feeling, and yeah. I want to what you should be coming, what should you be looking forward next on this channel? Degrassi's, I know I'm super late. Sorry, blame the show. Blame the show for being emotionally damaging on my spirit. Degrassi season, where did I leave off? 9, seasons 10 and 11. I will be watching those together, and because I'm rewatching Degrassi from start to finish, because I already did my video reviews on that. I just wanted to rewatch Degrassi again because I was like, I don't have anything else to consume. I in the back of my mind, I know I was like, I do have to catch up on the later seasons. I didn't want to though. We're gonna get there though. When we get there, we get there, and then whenever we get there, I'm gonna make the video on my Degrassi of seasons 10 and 11, and then we're gonna do 12 by itself, and then I'm done with Degrassi because I'm not watching further past that. I already know I'm not watching that. Sorry. So yeah, get ready for the Degrassi video. I'm also gonna make a Criminal Minds video near future. Don't know when. Don't know. Sorry, the washing machine is going on in the dryer. So if you hear that, I'm sorry. I don't know. I have notes and names already pulled up, so we can get into that. I'm gonna get into more get ready. I'm sorry, this is a lot of talking, but I have to get through this. I'm gonna get into more get ready with me's and makeup videos more. I moved recently because I used to stay in New York. I moved and I didn't bring a lot of things, aka makeup. I don't know why. I was very sick at the time that I moved, and I thought that I was leaving back things that I didn't need. Because at the time when I was in New York, I was like, I'm gonna go on a natural break and wear my natural hair and wear my natural face out and not really focus too much on putting makeup on my face because my face was breaking out, is breaking out. So I was like, let's not overwhelm our face with makeup too much. So I took a break from makeup. As you can see, I've been wearing my natural for a minute, and I'm waiting for my face to clear up, and then I'm gonna start back doing makeup. So in the near future, when I get more makeup, we will get back into the makeup content of my channel. And also I want to try a new segment of things that's been bothering me. I kind of got the idea from Amanda's channel. I love her channel, and this is kind of that's where I kind of stem my ideas from. And I want to get into that because shit bothers me too. A lot of things on Twitter bother me, and I subtweet a lot of shit, but people don't seem to hear me. So I'm gonna say it in a YouTube video because you guys need jobs. Anyways, that's not why we're here. We'll get into that. Maybe that'll be my video after this, and that'll be like a weekend segment thing, and late night things that are bothering me. We'll see. If you do see me upload 2 videos today, have fun. Or tomorrow, because normally by the time I record this and I upload it and I edit it, because I do all of that myself, normally by the time I get finished with all of that, the video is up by 10 p.m. at night, and nobody's up to watch that. So maybe I should start pacing everything better and kind of just uploading the next day, because who's up at 10 and 11 at night to watch Renee's videos? Nobody. But anyways, back into the gig. Sorry, had to get all that hoopla out. Haven't talked about what's next. Yeah, so let's just get right into the characters. Get to why we're really here. First up, I'm gonna kind of do bad guys, and then the adults, and then the good guys. What is that? What are their team? Their team is called the task force, whatever they're called. Yeah, the superhero squad. Okay, first up is the Immortal. I didn't really care for him at first, but then I was like, okay, I like him. Because once he started dating Duplicate, I started to feel indifferent about him. Again, I'm sorry about the washer. I literally forgot that that was going on. The Immortal, I didn't really care for his character at first. He kind of was just an angry man all the time. I get it, you know, you can't really die and you have to suffer through Omni-Man's just being Omni-Man, and you know, him killing your whole superhero squad before the new one that you were kind of like not forced, but kind of like forced onto, because the one you were in previously was wiped out because of, you know, Omni-Man. So, you know, I get him, but it was kind of just like not annoying, but it was kind of just like okay, you're angry, you have every right to be angry, we get that, but let's calm down. I mean, rightfully angry. Like, I'm not disregarding his angriness and him, but yes, all that anger at Omni-Man, yes, but he died twice. Was it because of, yeah, did Omni-Man kill him twice? Yes. So like I get your revenge, like you're wanting to kill Omni-Man because he's constantly coming after you and he killed your coworkers and everything. So it's like, yes, get your revenge, but like having all this anger towards everyone else because of that, let's tone it. That's what I mean. Next is Sinclair. You're a wacko. Sorry. You're a wacko. Wanting to build the perfect human. Wacko. He kind of just like fizzled out of the show. Good. Cecil wanting him on his task force, you're kind of creepy for that too, Cecil. But we're gonna get into Cecil literally quite now. Next person is Cecil. So I have a couple of issues with Cecil. I do like Cecil, I do. My issues though, watching season 2, you are a bit of a bother in season 2 for me, at least. Maybe I don't know if this is for anybody else, but for me, Cecil was becoming a bit of a bothersome. Always wanting Mark to, like, okay, I get it. Mark offered to help and take Omni-Man's place in whatever Omni-Man was doing, whatever that was, being the town's savior. Mark took that role up, versus also like while being, you know, an additional, you know, member of the superhero squad or whatever that name was for them. I don't necessarily know it right now, but I'm just gonna call them superhero squad for them because I don't remember the name. Sorry. When Mark kind of took over Omni-Man's position, Cecil was kind of being like a bothersome a-hole the whole entire time. Like, he was constantly wanting Mark to just drop, and I get it, that's the jobs, that's like that's what you signed up for, like that's what's going to happen. But Mark is a teenager who just came from this traumatic ass event where his father literally almost beat him to a pulp. He did literally beat him to a pulp. And like all of that, also while simultaneously getting his ass handed to him in the field and at school. So, you know, Mark's not winning at all. We probably need serious therapy session and counseling for Mark. And so, yeah. So Cecil, with that, I was kind of like, you need to back up a little bit. Obviously, Mark probably isn't the best option for this. I mean, yes, he's Omni-Man's son, so why it would make sense to put Mark in Omni-Man's, you know, position, whatever. But I just felt like Mark was not ready at the time to do any of that. He did it, and, you know, did it in his own way, so, you know, good for you. But like, yeah, I just really didn't like any of that. I feel like Cecil was being a little too hardcore. That's it though. Other than that, I like Cecil. calm down though a little bit. Next person is the Muller twins. I literally didn't mind them. I didn't mind them at all. I know they're like villains. I really didn't mind them at all. I actually enjoyed their characters. They were pretty funny. Them like having to like their knowledge on how to make another person or how to like regenerate the same, you know, mind or whatever that whole thing was, duplicating basically. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. So I like them. That whole that thing. I mean, they were conned. They were conned twice into helping villains. So, you know, not too much on their behalf. They really didn't know. But it was so funny at the end. He was just like, I'm never doing this again. Like, I let 2 people trick me into helping them in their demise plan. I'm never doing that again. And that was so hilarious to me because I was like, yes, never do that again because I want to stand you. I don't want to have you continuously be another. They weren't really villains. Like, as the show progressed, they really just weren't. They were like, versus all the other villains in the show, they really weren't villains. But like, I'm like, yes, I don't want to root for you as a villain. I want to root for you as normal characters. So let's be normal people. Next up is Damien Darkblood. I give props to someone who knows someone who's just like them. If you know that Omni-Man is trouble because you are trouble yourself and you can clock that T, clock it. Exactly. Get Omni-Man out of here. And he was almost close to cracking the case and they had to send him back to hell for what? Why? He was obviously you need him. Obviously you needed him here to help you. I know he was doing it to get out of hell, but you guys weren't cracking the code. You guys weren't obviously pointing your fingers at Omni-Man. I mean, everybody had their suspicion raised, but nobody knew but Damien. Like, he knew though. I wish that they could bring him back so he can just like be like, I knew from the jump he was nasty, evil, spirited. But you know, we don't know. We'll see in season 3. We'll see. Okay, that's all of the kind of villain, somewhat kind of people. Next is like the older people. First up is Art. I like Art. He really, really, really wasn't in this until like Omni-Man like had his whole like breakdown, massacre, genocide. Yeah, yeah. So being best friends and being the costume designer for that sick evil man, you have a lot of guts to put yourself against that almost all the time, and you knew he knew Omni-Man was a freak, and him sitting next to him and didn't even flinch knowing that he was a crazy person. Kudos. Yeah, I like Art. When he found out that Omni-Man did all of that and that he wasn't who he was, he threw that picture right in the trash. Like, wipe existence. Like, you are a fraud. You are a fake. You are a phony, and you don't belong here. I like when he did that, and I also like when he went to go see Debbie, and he was helping her like grieve and get over Omni-Man's evil ass. So I kind of like Art for that. So yes, my initial thoughts on Art. Love his character. Hope he comes back in season 3. He made the costume for Mark. Love the costume. So yeah, great character. Next up is Omni-Man. If you've seen any of my previous videos on here, you know, I was not gonna like his character. I was never, ever, what? Okay, so I've seen some, like, once this show came out on Twitter, I've seen a lot of discourse about this show, whether it was good or bad. Mostly good on my side, but I've seen the Omni-Man ship fans, y'all need help. Y'all need major help. This is bizarre. This is the most bizarre person, comic character, whatever, I've ever ever met. You lied about every fucking thing, about why you came to Earth, about your love life with Debbie, about your relationship with your son, about your relationship with your coworkers and everyone in the fucking world that you were quote unquote protecting, but you were really trying to turn the whole world around to follow your what is their place called? Vegemite, whatever the fuck that is. You wanting to turn Earth to a Viltrumite land. Y'all also, the Viltrumites, I'm going to add them in there because he's one of them, they're one of him, together collectively. Y'all need to be extinct like dinosaurs. And I'm not kidding. Y'all are all crazy people. You are pro-genocide to make a world like yours. For what? You have your world. Be in your world by yourself. Why do you have to come over to Earth and all these other planets to destroy, kill, and manipulate? Why us? Why do we have to suffer? Because you're not pleased enough with your little world. You have your world, go sit in it. Go sit in it and leave everyone the fuck else alone. Like, oh my God, constantly coming to Earth, coming to all these other planets to turn it into a genocide, to turn them into this strong, like wiping out people who are considered weaker links. Crazy, and I mean diluted. And that's not in the cutest kind. Wow. Y'all, I'm not joking when I say that's literally fucking batshit. Wow. And people are on the internet standing this man, saying that he's not the villain when he is the clear villain. Calling your wife a pet? How many years? How many fucking years? Was it 20? I don't even fucking know. It really doesn't fucking matter if it was 1. I'm sorry to cuss at you, but you have to understand. No. Calling her a pet, and you had a child with her. I don't know if electric chair is enough, because he can't be killed. Can he? I don't think Viltrumites, they can die, but I don't know. I don't know. They gotta get him. And this Omni-Man redemption arc in season 2, please. What's his name? What's that alien name? Alec, what's his name? Did I write him in here? I don't think I wrote him in here. But hold on, because I have to find him. I have to include him. I'm sorry. Cause who is that alien? I like the alien. Don't get me wrong. I love the alien. But I need to know who the hell that alien is. Who is the alien? What's his name? Alex? Was it Alex? No, it wasn't. Was it? Let me look it up, because I just seen it. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I have to get this in here. Sorry. Who is that alien? Alan. Sorry. I don't give a fuck. Alan. Alan trying to, this is in season 2. Alan trying to go to where Omni-Man is held hostage because he needs to be in prison. Him going over there to try to break him free, to like prove, like, this Omni-Man redemption, trash that immediately. I don't give a fuck. He's done too much evil. He spewed too much nastiness and evilness into the show. There's no redemption for that. Killing your coworkers in, was it the first season, like the first or second episode, killing your coworkers, telling your wife for I don't know how many years, I'm gonna say 20, she's a pet, and in the, what? That all of that, her showing you kindness, compassion, genuine love, how to be an actual human, that was just like nothing for you to you. yeah, you need to be wherever the fuck you are. You need to be. They need to keep. They didn't keep him for what he did because they're just like him. They're not gonna punish him for that. They're gonna punish him because their plan of him turning Earth into Viltrumite City didn't work. Y'all all need to go. Y'all all need to go. And I'm so sad Mark isn't strong enough. But we're gonna get to Mark literally soon. Wow. You guys, Omni-Man is evil as fuck. And I don't see how any of you guys can root for him. Ever. Ever. If you are an Omni-Man fan, get off this channel. I don't want to speak to you. You're deluded and you're crazy. Because what did Omni-Man do or say that was actually good or true? And I don't want to hear shit about this redemption arc in season 2. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't want to hear it. I wasn't listening when it was actually on screen. Because I'm like, it's none of this. He's not sorry for any of this. Because if he was fucking sorry, he would have never done it. Okay? Okay. Next character is Debbie. Why did I turn off my phone? I love Debbie. I love when I heard Sandra Oh, because I'm a big Grey's Anatomy fan. When I heard Sandra Oh's voice, I was like, yes, ma'am. Elite, and then I had to look up the cast because I was like, who else is in here? Elite cast. I don't like Mark's voice actor because of I loved him previously because of his work until I found out that he was who he was. Besides that, he does great work as voice acting, and he killed the fuck out of playing Mark. We'll get to that though. I love Debbie. I love Debbie's character. She is one of two people that constantly kept it real with Mark, and that's what he needs. He needs realism. He needs the truth. He needs honesty, and he needs hardcore. Just give it to him, just like that. It's like a punch. Because Mark was doing a lot of nonsense in the name of trying to be like his father. And Mark obviously clearly dealing with that in season 2. Like, him, like, looking back on everything that he's done or said. And it's like, oh, I know that I thought I wanted to be like my father. But now finding out the truth about his father and him not wanting to, like that. We'll get to Mark, but that whole plot line was wow. Debbie, like, giving it to him in the backyard was like, you need me to hit you to feel like you're something? What? Then what? Then fucking what, Mark? Then what? She needed to say that to him because Mark was literally off rails. Off rails, trying to be like your father, and that's not a man you want to be like. Sorry. But, you know, I'm not going to tell a child how to be like his father. No, that's his dad. He didn't see his dad as an evil person like we did. Until later. I love Debbie. When she got her fucking arm broken in season 2, I almost fucking cried because I was like, they're not going to kill off Debbie. They are not going to kill off Debbie. I thought she was going to die. I thought her and that baby was going to die. They didn't kill her off, though. She's got her arm broken. You didn't have to touch her. You didn't have to touch her. But, you know, whatever. I move on. She's still alive. I love Debbie. Queen. Everyone else would have been dead without Debbie. She literally kept Cecil's rotted brain in check because he just obviously wasn't making clear right decisions, just wanting to put Mark out in danger. I get it, he's a superhuman, go fight, but no, relax, he's still a child. You know what I mean? But that's Debbie. I love Debbie. Next up is Black Samson. Not really too much of a necessary character to me, sorry. The whole elderly thing, like I'm the oldest, I'm clearly an elder, like that's what all of that was giving me. Like, I clearly was back then under I'm not gonna be disrespectful, but that was clearly what that was giving me. So good for you. I'm happy that he got his powers so you don't have to dress up to be somewhat important. So good for you. Great. Next, now is on to the superhero squad, the kids, the younger cast, if you will, whatever you want to call it. Let's get into it. First up is Duplicate. My sister, I love Duplicate. When they killed her in season 2, okay, that episode when they put her, okay, it was her, her, Shrinking Ray, and Rex. Okay, they were left back. I don't know. The rest of the squad went to go fight a mission, and those three are left back at the quad. Why the fuck did Shrinking Ray and Duplicate die? And Rex was, Rex, he suffered quite serious injuries because he got a gunshot wound to the right side or whichever side it was, to his head. Gunshot wound to the head. What was his arm cut off as well? His hand was cut off, I believe it was. So, serious injuries, but they had to die. Why? Why couldn't Rex die? Why couldn't it be him? Duplicate didn't really die because she's so smart. That's why I love her. She made an extra copy of herself just in case a bad mission came up to where she was dead, and she wanted to leave that lifestyle, like being a superhuman. Like she's never gonna not be a superhuman, but wanting to be a superhero, she wanted to leave that. If she was to die, she wanted to leave that lifestyle behind her. So she made a separate copy and kept that, private until time came. I love her. She's so smart. I love that they made that out, because her just being dead, the funeral, that was a lot to digest. It was the whole show as itself, like Omni-Man existing was also a lot to digest, but that, she's one of my favorite characters, so that happening to her, a lot. I almost fucking was gonna stop watching the show because I was like, you kept Rex, but Duplicate and Shrinking Ray, I wasn't liking that. Sleeping with Rex, season 1. Rex lied to her. I'm not gonna fault her. I'm gonna scream and holler at Rex when we get to Rex. Rex lied to her, so it's not her fault. Okay? And then when she moved on to the Immortal, she kind of changed him for the better of the good. So I kind of like them together. They're kind of cute, period. And they're the same age because as long as she lived, it kind of lines up. Period. Love that. Whatever that was, whatever. Next up is Shrinking Ray, actually. I love her too. These are my sisters. I love them. Shrinking Ray. Okay, out of Shrinking Ray and Duplicate, I'm gonna say whose powers is cooler. I'm gonna say Shrinking Ray's, because like shrinking to get in somebody's head to pull out an eye socket or a vessel, period. Duplicate, don't get me wrong, duplicating is fun and everything, but like as a whole person duplicating themselves, that would have been too much for me. Like my brain couldn't handle that. So shrinking and getting inside, it's like, yes, let's get to this quicker and faster. Exactly. So I love Shrinking Ray. I really don't remember anything much about her. She was literally just there, just to help fight crimes. Period. Good citizen. So her dying, I was butthurt about that as well. But did she die, or was she just like heavenly injured? I don't know. I think she was just heavenly injured. I think they said that she survived it, and Duplicate was the only one that died, and Shrinking Ray just got badly hurt. So the way that man chewed her up from the inside, yuck. But I love Shrinking Ray. I think she's still alive, so I'm glad she's okay. Hopefully they bring her back in season 3 because we miss her and love her. Next is Rex. I don't know what you think I'm gonna say about Rex. Asshole, bothersome, and annoying. What does Rex like to do? Nothing but talk shit. He doesn't like to do anything but talk down on people. He doesn't like to do his job. He doesn't like to work with other people. Does Rex love himself? I don't know, because he cheated on his girlfriend and thought it was no big deal, and then tried to manipulate and gaslight Duplicate into making her feel like she cheated on him when y'all weren't even a real couple. And you lied to her and cheated on Adam and Eve. You know what? I don't really like Rex, but when he was getting beat the fuck up, like gunshot wound, head chopped off, I was feeling bad for him because I'm like, this is your lowest point, baby girl. I mean, he got out of that, and like good for you. But I thought you were gonna die too. I mean, I wouldn't have cared. I kind of was wanting you to die after. Sorry, After Duplicate was murdered in front of my eyes, I was kind of wanting it to be you, so I didn't give a fuck about your life at that point. But I was still feeling sorry for you because I'm not an evil person, guys. I don't just want, no, even if I don't like a character, I just don't want, bad things to happen to them. So that's Rex. I don't know if he's he's kind of getting better, kind of. Let's work on our therapy. Let's work on our issues, though. Trying to, like, win back Adam and Eve. Girl, move out of her way. Move out of her way. Next, actually, is Monster Girl. I like Monster Girl. Here's another sister. I love Monster Girl. I'm nauseated on the whole her and what's his name? Robot plotline. I'm nauseated on that only because of how that transpired. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I'm trying to wait that out. See if it stops. I don't know. I don't know about that. It looks like it's not going anywhere, but why do I have to suffer through that because Robot is a manipulating creep? You're an old ass. I love Monster Girl, love her powers, love that she beat the fuck up out of Rex when they were getting recruited. He needed that. The fact that he got his ass handed to him by a girl, Monster. It's funny. Let's just get into Robot. You are a fucking predator. Sorry, I have to go there, guys, because he was not a child. He was not a child. He made himself stealing Rex's DNA, stealing his hair. You're a fucking creep. Why are you going up to people, no matter if they're your coworker or not? Don't invade people's personal space, and especially don't fucking touch their hair. Wouldn't have been me. Wouldn't have been a black person. Don't fucking touch nobody's hair and use it to make yourself a younger version of them. Are you okay mentally? No, you're not. You're not. And maybe let's focus on getting better up here instead of trying to manipulate and gaslight Monster Girl to be in a relationship with you because you felt like you were one and the same. You're not helping her. You're not helping her. What's changing for Monster Girl? What's changing for her? She still de-ages when she turns. And she turns quite often. So, what changes for her? And even though she doesn't like guys that are like young, that she doesn't like guys that are young to want to date her or creepy. And it's so funny that she said, the only guys that would try to date me are younger boys or creepy old ass predators. You're literally who she's describing. You're a creepy old ass predator because your old ass was croaking on that lab table with the Muller twins, croaking and crying about how you want to be so young. And when you changed into Rex's younger brother or Rex's younger self, you literally said that you don't know why you did it because it literally didn't change anything. You didn't know it was going to be like that because your mind didn't go anywhere. It was just your physical appearance. You're still a demented predator. That's why you feel like that. You're still a predator. It's not gonna magically go away. Your feelings for Monster Girl isn't magically gonna go away because you're younger physically. You're still a fucking predator because you have an old ass mind because you're already grown and old. Wow. I guess the devil never rests. I guess the devil never rests because wow. Get the fuck up, Monster Girl. Please get away from him. Please, but it doesn't seem like that is she's going to because it seems like that they keep having them. Why? Why must I suffer? And why must predators win? Next. I'm so mad. Sorry. Next is my girl, Adam and Eve. Period. I watched her little sequel. Was it sequel? A little... Whatever that was before I watched that first, her little special episode. I watched that first. And I'm kind of glad I did. Because I was like, okay, I'm glad that I got her origin backstory first. Because it made more sense going into the show. I love her so fucking much. I think her powers is the best. I think her powers is, if I was to rate powers, she would be number one, and I'm going to in the end. She's number one. She takes that spot. I love her powers so fucking bad. Sorry, camera cut off. Had to adjust my setting a little. Back to Adam and Eve. I love Adam and Eve. I love her powers. It was obvious that she liked Mark way before Amber was introduced. So I'm not gonna kind of just be like, no, I'm not gonna do that to her, because pretty obvious. Them picking that back up after Amber and Mark kind of basically breaking up on season 2, or like she's telling like her futuristic self when she went to go save him from that evil ass person. She was like, go tell her that you love her, that you don't love her. Just don't lead her on, or don't leave her confused. I do agree that there does need to be a talk between them two. And Mark was, maybe they'll do more of that in season 3, because it was kind of like a cliffhanger left with Adam and Eve and Mark with that. I want that to be more fleshed out, because I just didn't want it to be a slap on the wrist, I don't like you, or I like you at the end of season 2. I'm kind of glad that they didn't just like try to force like hurry up and try to explain what that was. I'm kind of glad that it's a cliffhanger, so we can get full answers on that whole situation, because throughout the whole show we literally clearly obviously seen that Eve had a crush on Mark the entire time. She didn't like intervene when him and Amber got together. Respectful, love that, my queen, my period. Other than that though, I love her. Love her powers, and she's super cool. Her bitch ass parents, I'm so glad she got the fuck out of that house, and I love her. She's literally such me. Like, leaving your demented parents because your dad, calling your daughter a bitch because she didn't want to stay with a cheating ass nigga, calling your daughter a bitch because she didn't want to stay with a cheater, because Rex made you feel more safe that he was dating your daughter, so please, Adam Eve can clearly take care of her fucking self, and she literally went off and showed you guys, proved that to you in your face. She can clearly take care of herself. She doesn't need a dumbass boy, especially not one who cheated on her with her coworker. Doesn't need him. I'm so glad she got the fuck away from that. And then her trying to come back and help them, and he's being stubborn still. Like, her father is going to hell. Hell is yet to pay. But I love Adam and Eve. Can't wait to see what her and Mark plot lines bring. I really hope they just stay friends. Next character is actually William. I like William. I love William. Him trying to help out his boyfriend. Okay, I forgot about the boyfriend and his name. Sorry, but I do remember the plot. His boyfriend was it Cecil who changed his boyfriend or whatever. I forgot about that until just now, sorry. But William trying to help his boyfriend through that traumatic ass event, because clearly he wasn't doing too good. He wasn't doing too good, like realizing that he was brought back to life and he was once a robot who was used to be in this superhuman task force that he literally did not sign up for. I get it, Cecil thought he was doing something good because a tragic death happened and you wanted to bring this kid back to life. But you really didn't do anything good though. You just traumatized him even more and made him want to kill himself again because he didn't want to be reincarnated or brought back to life as a robot. Who would want to be brought back as a robot without having to be talked to first about, like, Cecil. This is why he was annoying me. But I love William. He is 2 out of 2 people who is constantly truthful with Mark. And that's my period. Mark needs honesty. Mark needs brutal honesty, and him and William and his mom gave it to him exactly how it should have been given. He told Mark that he treated Debbie fucking wrong the whole entire 6 months. He did. Mark did. And he told him, you just need to sit in it. You just need to feel bad about it because you do. Because you did hurt her. You did lie to her. You did leave her more than on multiple occasions. We know why, but you still did it. Let's just get right into it. Let's get into it though, because the discourse that I've heard about did I say Debbie? Amber. Let's get into Amber. I love Amber. It's my sister. It's my queen. Now, let's jump right into it. The discourse that I've heard about Amber before I even knew about what the show was, petrifying. Petrifying. Why are white supremacists in tweets laughing about Amber being a villain? Why are there constantly memes, pictures of Amber on her bed, shocked of the news of her boyfriend getting brutally beaten by his father? Why are those pics being used as a Amber's the villain, aha, got you? No. Get the fuck away. Why is Amber being made the villain? Why? Why? Please come chat. Sit down in the comments and tell me why. Because I watched the show. I literally just finished watching the show, seasons 1 and 2. Okay, so I get it. Mark doesn't want his secret to his high school girlfriend to come out about him being a superhero. Cute, cool, whatever. That's your business. Your best friend found out though. And a couple of minutes later, your girlfriend found out secretly and she didn't tell you that she knew, but she knew. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You're literally leaving every fucking 20 minutes. Every time you guys plan something together, you're literally leaving every fucking 20 minutes. Not giving honest or you're not easing her mind at all. Not giving any honest answer. Not saying anything to ease her worries. You're just leaving, saying, sorry, gotta go, love you, kisses. And you come back. And you do it again. And you come back, and it's a repeated cycle. Why wouldn't she put the puzzles, why wouldn't she obviously realize that you are the superhero? That you are invincible? Why wouldn't she? You're not that invincible if your girlfriend can clock you. Maybe you should change your name because you're not that invincible. If everyone knows, if all your coworkers know Army Man is your father, if your best friend knows your whole tea, just by literally looking at you, all William had to do was stare at Mark and he kind of put the puzzle together. And if Amber, you're not invincible like you think. I have to just chew into Mark just a little. You're not invincible like you think if you're this clockable as a superhero. Sorry about it. I need everyone to get the fuck away from my sister. Amber, please get behind me. Just because she was reacting to her boyfriend mistreating her, she is now the bad guy versus Army Man, the genocide captain. Get the fuck away from here. Please. Because clearly racist. Because going into the show, the only fact that I knew about this show was that Amber was hated and that her character was based off a white woman in the comics. Misogynistic, racist, bigotry, you fucking name it. Y'all need jobs. Y'all need hobbies. Y'all need lives. Go mow a lawn. Go build a building. Go work on a motor some fucking where else. Instead of in Twitter groups, comments, whatever the fuck, calling Amber the villain in the show where she was literally doing nothing but getting mistreated by her superhuman boyfriend. Who was lying to her the whole entire time. Tell Mark to make a better life. Tell Mark to hide his identity better. Tell Mark to be on time. Tell Mark to just cancel all plans if he knows he's not gonna fucking make it. I'm sorry to be aggressive, but I have to. Get away from Amber. Sorry, get away from Amber. I love Amber though. she didn't want to be in that relationship. And in season 2, when she cried because she almost died. In season 2, she almost died because of being with, obviously, I'm pretty sure she was aware being with the superhuman, you're gonna be a threat to his villains or to people that, like, he's had beef with. So her almost getting her neck ripped from her body on a date with Mark because, Mark has enemies. That literally scared me. I thought Amber was gonna die. Also, her voice actor, just a side tangent, her voice actor from being the girl that played Ernie's baby mama in Atlanta. I love that show. I'm probably gonna do a video on that. Yeah, I love her, period. But anyways, her crying in that scene with her and Mark, and she's saying she didn't know if she can be with him anymore because she didn't want to threaten. She didn't want her life being threatened. And I completely understand that relationship should have been capiche from day one. From day one, once the lies started, that's when clear, pack it up. Sorry, I love them together. They're really fucking cute, but we have holes. We have holes and we have red flags, and Mark needs hella therapy, especially after that shit with his dad. He needs hella therapy. And Amber needs to be at peace. I don't want my sister's life threatened just because she loves a superhuman. I'm gonna need everyone to move around. Next is, lastly, is our main character, Mark. Hi, Mark. I like Mark. I really do like Mark. We have issues though, because he's a child. So we have issues. You're constantly late, you're constantly a liar, you constantly fail at everything you do when it comes to work and school. So obviously, maybe let's cut off some things in our life. Maybe we shouldn't have a girlfriend. Maybe we shouldn't be training. We just got our powers and you're already wanting to be like Omni-Man. Maybe let's step back for a moment and let's do cop work. Let's work on petty crimes before we work with the big guns. Because obviously you're not ready for that. You're getting your ass handed to you in every episode. It's clearly a what is it called? A character development thing. Clearly right in front of us, his character. Because in season 2, when he had that breakdown of him not wanting to be like his father and thinking that he's like his father because he had to kill that villain that broke Debbie's arm and that was out to kill him and his brother. He was clearly struggling with realizing that what he did was for good. Like, you saved you and your family's life because y'all were under attack by this mental villain who literally was off his rockers. That plot line literally made me itch. It made me itch. I was like, what the fuck? The entire time I was on the edge of my couch itching. Because, yeah, no. Never, please don't let's not do that again. Let's not risk, like, putting Debbie and Amber's life at risk in season 2 literally almost gave me an aneurysm. Don't do that again. Don't do that again. Thank you. But back to Mark. We just need to focus on being a college student and focus more on being a child. If you want to be a superhero and you want to do that, fine. You need to rule out one or the other. Either we go to school and we focus primarily on school, or we continuously be a superhuman and just be the hero. You can't do both. You can't do both because whenever you do both, one significantly fails. So we have to cut off one at the root. Those are just my little small nitpicks on Mark, though. I did like him and Amber, though, even though that relationship just couldn't work out because Mark needs to prioritize his life. And he also needs hella therapy. Also needs big hella therapy. Other than that... I didn't forget, but back to Omni-Man, after he beat Mark up and failed at making Earth Viltrumite City Part 3, whatever, he moved to this alien planet where I think Alan is from. He moved to there, or was it a different one? He moved to a different alien planet and got another. This is in season 2. He got another fucking woman pregnant. He got an alien pregnant less than a month after beating up Mark in. My heart is just heavy. My heart is just so fucking heavy. Y'all. And I mean, Mark struggled with that a lot because you just picked up on your family after deliberately destroying them for 20 plus years. You pick up and leave your family after beating the fuck out of your son and failing at the demised evil genocide plan that you had. Failing at that, beating up your son, calling your wife a pet, and you go on and you have another family. Like, that just didn't happen. You need to not even heal. You just need to die. Sorry, Omni-Man needs to go. But that's it. That's all my thoughts on the characters. I love the show. It is literally heart-wrenching to watch sometimes because it's also gory as shit. It's a lot of mass murdering, a lot of evil, brutal murders. Like that was literally the gory, and to be in cartoon form, that was literally one of the goriest things I've ever seen. 1-2 punch when he took out his co-workers, Omni-Man, in the first 2 episodes. Viewer discretion advised. Where were you? Maybe it was good that they didn't put that. Did they put that in there? I don't know if they did, but if they didn't, maybe it was good that they didn't because I was blind as hell and didn't I see that? Wow. You are not. Your heart isn't even red. I can't even tell you your heart is red. It has to. You have to run on coal. You have to run on, like, you have a black heart in order to be like Omni-Man, in order to like be praise, accept everything that he's done. Your heart has to run black coal for Christmas. Those are my thoughts on Invincible season 1 and 2. I had so much fun watching. I can't wait for season 3. If it's out, I'm gonna check up on it after this. If it's out, I'm gonna watch it. If not, I can't wait to watch it. Season 2 put me through so much turmoil, but we got through it and we made it out alive. My favorite characters: Adam, Eve. This is in order: Adam, Eve, Amber, Debbie, Mark, Duplicate, Shrinking Ray, and William. Oh, and Monster Girl. I love her too. Everybody else gonna kind of go croak. Those are my thoughts on Invincible season 1 and 2. I hope you guys enjoy my commentary, my thoughts. If I missed anyone, missed anything, let me know in the comments. Let me know, add your additional feedback. Let's not argue, because what the fuck I said about Omni-Man and every other bad person villain was correct. Everything I said about these characters I'm not gonna say correct, in my humble opinion, in my mind, was correct. Disclaimer. My opinion, your opinions, I'm not going to change yours, don't change mine. I love the show. I can't wait for the next season, and I can't wait to comment with you guys about it. And you let me know what you guys' thoughts and takeaways and everything was about this show. I'm not a super known fan on any of the comics or I'm not like a diehard, so don't try to chop my head off about any of the characters or any of the things that I've said. Sorry. I'm literally going to just block your comment. So let's not get crazy. Everything I said about Mark and Amber's relationship, let's not get crazy. Everything I said about Amber, let's not get crazy. Because I'm not retracting any of those statements. Everything I said about Omni-Man, let's not get crazy. I'm not retracting any of those statements. Sorry. Have a nice, wonderful weekend. This is either going to be uploaded to you Friday or Saturday. Either way, you're going to get it. And that's it. That's all. I'm gonna go eat. I am hungry. I just got off work. I need to wind down. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.